Hey, it's Blackspeed. Today is a Raid Shadow Legend video, and I will show you and explain how I build Titus team as a free-to-play player. And just a reminder, if you have watched my other video about how to build Clan Boss Demon Lord Titus team full auto, you will see that 60% of the champion are the same for Hydra, so no need to rebuild everything from the ground up. So let me show you what is my number one team. So you will see, whoops, that's not Hydra, that's Clan Boss Demon Lord, that was for another video. So if I present you my ultimate legendary Titus Hydra Clan Boss team. If you have watched my other video about how to build a perfect team for Titus with for the Clan Boss Demon Lord, you will see it's almost the same team. We just add two other champion. So let me just show you the team. So we have Wixwell, of course. We have Odin, Mad Hatter, Lamasu, Lady Mikage, and of course Titus. Between them, you can change Lamasu for another teammate. The thing that you need to remember is you need at least three champions that will extend Titus chill buff. So for those three, have Lady Mikage, Mad Hatter, Wixwell. I'm using Lamasu because with her A2, she's able to block buff and decrease speed, and that's really good. So you can change her for any other type of champion with those type of debuff. But the most important one is block debuff. Before going into all the details for each champion, I want at least show you what's the Steam setup, and also you will see all the I will also show you all the stats that I'm currently using. You will see that I mentioned that I've been free to play almost for 3 years. I've been playing the game since 2019. Yes, I've put some money in the game, but I spend less than 1k, and that's almost like, if you make calculations, almost as buying the gem pack every month. So even with the gem pack, since the gem pack will not give you a major boost, I'm still consider it as a free to play. So let's start with Wixwell. You will see A1, we keep it as usual. For A2, it will always be the first choice, since the A2 you will see this is the one that will increase the value of the shield of the allies, and of course it will increase depending on how much buff you have, and this is also this skill that will give you a buff duration. The next thing is the A3. This one I put it first because this is the one that will put you increased depth, that's good for Titus damage, and give you the second shield that you need. Then I have other. The reason why I have other is there's something really important with Titus in Hydra. You need someone with higher crit damage than Titus. You'll see that with other I have 293, and with Titus I have 292. Why, you will ask? It's simple. It's because the Hydra head will always attack first. Will try to hit the champion with the highest crit damage. So in this case, it will always be Other. After that, it will be RNG. So with Other, you can replace it with any type of heroes that, of course, have a higher crit damage. You just have to have a good damage dealer. And the other reason why I choose Other is because it was able to decrease defense. Will not stun, but no need to. But also, if Lamasu, because of the rotation, I have no one to really provoke. So if they're starting to get buff, Odin is able to remove all buff from all enemies. So this is really good. And also I love the. So if you don't have Odin, there's no worry about it. You can replace it by anyone else. You just need to have one champion with air crit damage. than Titus, of course. You also need to have Mad Hatter. I will say the champion that you need to have that you cannot replace is Titus, Wixwell, and Mad Hatter. Those three you absolutely need if you want to have the same build as me. But for Lamasu, Lady Mikage, and Odin, you can change them depending of the roles. So for Mad Hatter, A1 attack one enemy 2 times, can put a debuff spread. The A2, I have the mixture most full. What I love is we'll put X and weaken, and of course that will amp for the damage. It's A3, a whiff of madness, increase the duration of all buff on all allies by 1 turn, and decrease the duration of all debuff on all allies by 1 turn. So this is the role that the most important role, since that will help extend Titus buff. Then of course we have Lamasu, really great hero if you're able to have a good clan to participate in the if you have a good clan and you're able to participate in siege battle, it's really worth it. Then we have Lady Mikage. You will see I've put the A2 in second, I put the A3 first, and I block the Metamo because I want her to always use the decrease the duration of all enemy buff, but also she will also extend the buff for Titus. So I have 3 buff extender: Wixwell, Mad Hatter, and Lady Mikage. Then of course Titus the sort of show. Start with the A1. The reason why is because I always want at least to give a 1 turn when they will put Wixwell will put the extra shield, then Mad Hatter will put the X plus the weaken, and we will receive also Lamasu will put all the other buffs. So after 1 turn, Titus will do more damage. No need to, but that's my own opinion. A1 of course first with the provoke, so that help with I think it's Head of Decay, I don't remember. And then we have this some people that does not use the A3, but I put it because it will help other team member to get to their skill faster. So this is everything about the setup for Titus. Let's see all the detail for the champion. You will see that other than Titus, because I was able to win the 5-star, same thing with Odin with luck, I will say that those stats are you don't need to be a Kraken or spend a lot of money to have those stats. You just it's just with patience and of course time, because you need to farm for those. With Lady Mikage, you will see I've put 4 pieces of perception because we need accuracy to land the debuff, and I also need speed, and we'll see she's only at 260 speed, little crit rate, little crit damage, but I just want her to survive, so 69k of HP. And I will not talk in detail with her, and also you see I fully book her, well, not fully booked, but the first transformation, except this one. Oh, I will need to put 1 more book, and you can take a screenshot for of course the masteries. We don't want to go all to talk just about the masteries. So this is for Lady Mikage. You need to have accuracy and speed, really important. Then Titus will be the start of the show, but let's talk about Odin. Odin, I've put him in 4 pieces of stone skin. The reason why is since I don't have a, let's say an account fully loaded, all my teams, I will say 80% of my champion need to have 2 roles at the same time. They need to be able to be used in 2 at least in 2 activities in Raid Shadow Legends. So Odin for PvP and also for PV, so I just put him in stone skin. That's the reason why, but you can put it what you want. The thing you need to remember is the reason why I have him the team is because with the crit damage, that's just huge with 290%, 290% of crit damage. fully book. I've put also this relic. You will see this relic it's easy to get. No need to have a legendary relic Hanada or any other DPS, because Titus will be the one. And this is the mastery that I'm using for other. Now, the other teammate is where it is. Here is Lamasu. You see, I put her in 9-piece of Feral. The reason why is if you have 9 pieces of Feral, you have a ally deal 5 more damage per each debuff placed by war. So this is really great. And so Feral plus a lot of accuracy, and she'll be able to put a lot of debuff, and that will help. And the reason why I have a lot of crit damage is just that was just luck, since I was more focusing on accuracy. So with 449, that's perfect. I will say for Hydra, if you want to make sure to place every buff, if you can go above 400 accuracy, this is perfect. No need to go higher. You can, but it will not make a lot of difference. So for her, I put Journal of Necrotos. That's the equip relic. And here's fully book, of course, and also this is a mastery. Don't forget to take screenshot. Matter. I know that if you have watched my video about Titus with Columbus Demon Lord, I'm just repeating myself, but you can skip this part to go to the other champion. But him, it's really important to remember. I put him in 4-piece of shield, because Titus need 2 shield to be able to do damage. The first shield will be from Mad Hatter or any other champion with the shield set, so we will have 30% HP ally shield. So that's why Mad Hatter have a lot of HP, 103, just because he's the one that will make it, that will help Titus get his maximum shield faster. So if you have a bigger number since the beginning, it will be faster to get Titus to do more damage. I'm not put a lot of accuracy, but even with I think it's even with 296 accuracy, I'm able to put X and weaken debuff on Hydra. Okay, so after that, I'm using Wixwell. You will see 9-piece of protection. Reason why, it's simple. I want if you put the shield and the extra buff to the teammate, I want them to be protected, so that will help a lot. And of course, ally deal 5% more damage per each buff placed by the warrior, so it doesn't put a lot of buff, but that will help for the overall damage. I put Guild Dragonstone. The reason why is just that I want to give him more defense and res. Fully book, of course. And this is the mastery for Wixwell. And you will see since the beginning, all my champions do not have, let's say, all 100k of power. So like I said, it's not a build AV of they're not built to have the number 1 piece of equipment. And you'll see not all of them are fully awakened. So you see that when I say that it's free to play friendly, you just need to have the hero, but you don't need to have a crazy build. So you see I only have put a 5-star ring, and oh, I forget to put it to level it until level 16. So you see, no need to worry about that. And Mad Hatter. Okay, now the start of the show is Titus. So for Titus, yeah, the reason why is at 135,000 power is because of the res. That will be for another video, because I need to reach out 550 to be able to do a camera on higher difficulty, and I will post this video in a couple of days. So for Titus, simple 6-piece of Merciless, because we want a lot of crit damage, and in your defense that will help for the damage. Then, since I want to have as much res as possible, because you don't want the Hydra to stall Hydra or Camera to stall the Titus shield. So with Iris it will be easier and faster. And of course, no need to put anything on crit rate. This is because the equipment already have crit rate, but you will see I've put crit damage, death. I have not changed the death percentage for crit damage because remember we still need to have someone with higher crit damage than Titus if you don't want to get eaten in the first place. So, and of course I've put cat gaze, put any type of relic that will help crit damage and in your defense. Fully book, of course, I'm using event cast because this is the best for you see, event cast. What will happen is increase the damage inflicted by the champion according to the number of buff on them. So with the shield that's already a good buff, but if you have Titus on 6-star Titus, the best one if I remember is I think it's Natural Wrap. Yeah, this is Natural Wrap. That will be if you have 6-star. If you don't have 6-star, go with Event Cast. So for Titus, a lot of crit damage, no need for crit rate, a lot of defense, and make sure to not put a lot of health on Titus, because less health that he have, more damage that it will done. And that's how the calculation work, thanks to LADs if you want all the details. This is all my team composition. Thank you if you're still watching. Please drop a like, comment your best Hydra the battle against and subscribe for more. The thing to remember is I have not put Lamasu for speed. I've put Wixwell because Wixwell will give you a lot of 28% more defense, and that will help for the damage. Yes, you can put speed, but I think in my opinion Wixwell 4 is Wixwell 4 is with his aura is a better thing to do. Put Wixwell first, so everyone have better defense, and I've sacrificed speed for defense, but so far that was the best result. Thing to remember is the Titus build is really great. It's broken, but the reason why Raid will not nerf this build is because it's AV on RNG. So let me explain. The only thing we control is the first person that will be eaten by the Hydra will be my Odin, since is the one with the highest crit damage, but the second one can be anyone else. So depending of your RNG luck, it could be Titus, and if it's Titus you need to restart. It could be let's say Manatom, and after that it's Titus. So if you're lucky enough to make sure that Titus will be eaten after, let's say if you after at least 300-400 rounds, you will do a lot of damage. So the thing to remember is I will show you the start of the battle, maybe the end depending of the RNG, but the best advice that will tell you is you see the quick 9 battles, always use them for this build. All the other do them automatic and put your cell or cell phone, tablet or PC on in the background. But for Titus, if you don't want to waste time, save those quick battle, because some Titus battle that I've done and I've been able to do over, I think was 400 million damage or 500. It was almost a 40-minute run, and we don't want to, let's say, imagine if can you believe you need to reset 40-minute run? So save a quick battle. So we'll just deactivate the auto so I can explain. So let's go with the first. Lamasu will put the block debuff on everyone and speed decrease. Wixwell, you see Wixwell just put his shield on everyone else and the defense, and you will see that some of them are protecting, not all, but we see Titus will have right here, it will have the defense. Let me just confirm. Increase defense. So yeah, Titus shield is protect, but the defense not, but no worry for that. And we can just keep going. You will see then Lamasu will attack one of those heads. That's the start of the run. Then they will attack one of those heads. I don't want to use the defense right now. I wanted to use it after that. And what I love about Wixwell is you see the provoke. Lamasu boost over there. Defense down on almost everyone. Oh, not lucky enough for that. Now we will boost the Titus shield. See the grow? Then Manater will put X, and of course we can. And now is the turn for Titus to make his first big attack move. See, 700,000, and that's just the beginning. Unfortunately, Titus was eaten just after other has been eaten, so I just reset the battles. And this run is a lot more longer, and you can watch until the end or just skip at the end. The run will not go into the 1000 turn count because I was not satisfied with the damage number, but you will see all the detail, all the actions, and how Titus is the new meta for Hydra if you have the patient or the RNG luck. And because of the RNG luck and the time consuming, I think those are the two main reasons why they will not nerf Titus. Because even if you are free to play, you still need to have good gear and also have the right champion to make it work. Now I will just let it run until the end. And please drop a like, comment what's your best Hydra build or Hydra champion, or the best damage that you have done in with your Hydra team. Subscribe if you're new to this channel. I post Raid Shadow Legend video and also other type of games. And I will see you at the end of this video. So enjoy. Titus is the next one to be eaten by Hydra, and I also lost one of my shields, as you can see, and I've not reached the 300 million damage, so the run will end. Thank you for watching until now. If it's all the video, some part of it, I just hope that I have been able to help you achieve a greater damage number for Hydra. And please drop a like, as always, comment what you think about this video, and please subscribe for more gaming news.